Jay, you guys ready? Good. Michael? Good. All right, this evening we're going to start the meeting. We're going to start the evening with 3 public hearings. First public hearing is to annex a property at 408 Town Pond Road, TMS number 007100-06-023, consisting of 2 acres and to be zoned R1 Single Family Residential. Do you have anyone who would like to speak at this public hearing? Seeing if there are none, I will close the public hearing to annex property at 408 Town Pond Road, consisting of 2 acres. And I will open up the second public hearing for this evening, which is a public hearing to rezone property at 3 parcels of property located at 450, 452 Duncan Street and Saluda County, TMS number 183-11-03-008 from R1 Single Family Residential to R1A Single Family and Manufactured Housing Residential. Saluda County TMS number 183-1002-018 and 183-10-02-019 and 183-11-03-008. Anyone want to speak at this public hearing? Seeing that there are none, I will close the public hearing to rezone the 3 parcels of property, 450, 452, and yeah, all that. I'm not going to say it all again. Thank you, guys. And I'm going to open up our third public hearing for the evening. This is update to business license ordinance. Is there anyone who would like to speak on that public hearing? Seeing there are none, I will close the public hearing to update the business ordinance license. All right. And welcome, everyone, to our regular town council meeting. It is November the 10th already, and a chilly night in Batesburg-Leesville. Thank you for being here. And if I could ask Mr. Kent, there you are, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Kent Suits, come on up.
Yes.
Pastor Kent, if you would, please, lead us in the invocation, sir.
Absolutely. Psalm 107 verse 1 says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever." So in light of it being November, and in light of those who will be taking their oath today for the council, let's give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for your goodness to us as a people. We thank you for your goodness to this town and to this country, that you have enabled us to live in a place where we have the right to vote, where we have freedoms as citizens of this town, of this state, of this country. We thank you for that. You are good to us, better than we deserve, and your steadfast love endures forever. We thank you for friends. We thank you for family. We thank you for our many provisions. Lord, we thank you for those that will take oath into their seats today, and we thank you for those who have served, who are stepping out. Lord, we pray for this town as it goes forward under the new leadership, that you would help those lead with wisdom and with care and with love, stewarding all that you have put under them and all the resources that you have provided for them, that they would be used for the good of this town and the good of its citizens as they serve us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance. Stand if you are able. This will be led by Ms. Brown.
Pledge allegiance to the
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Mr.
I
Chair.
have a motion by Mr. Hall. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Prowse? Any discussion? All right, District 1,
yes,
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
5, 6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes. Motion carries. Adoption of the minutes for the regular council meeting. This is October the 13th, 2025. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Mr. Prowse, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wise?
Good.
Any discussion? District 1?
I abstain. I was in the islands at this time.
District 2?
Yes. You got to take.
3? District 3?
District 3 votes yes.
4?
Oh, yes.
6?
Yes.
7?
Yes.
8?
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. Motion carries. For the mayor's report, our next regular council meeting will be December the 8th, 2025, and last one of the calendar year. Council committee's report, Central Midlands Councilman David Balknight.
The most recent meeting of the Central Midlands COG was held on October 23rd, 2025 at the airport campus of Midlands Technical College. During this session, the body reviewed multiple committee reports regarding various projects currently underway within the COG. None of these items discussed, however, carried any material impact for Batesburg-Leesville. Several amendments to existing COG initiatives were presented for vote, and all of those passed without opposition. Members also provided brief updates on community activities when they're with their respective jurisdictions. With no additional business brought forward, the meeting was adjourned. The next scheduled meeting take place at the COG State Conference, November 23rd through the 25th in Myrtle Beach.
Thank you, sir. Environmental Planning Advisory Committee, Mr. Prowse.
EPAC did not meet in November, so nothing to report.
Thank you, sir. The Common Advisory Committee, Mr. Kane.
I have no report, but Jay, we are going to at some point sit down and talk about bus transportation if we're going to participate with Lexington County in the comment.
All right. And for Joint Municipal Water and Sewer Commission, probably the biggest thing come out of the last meeting is a contract that is being negotiated with the town of Swansea. They've been in dire straits with their water and sewer there, and Joint Municipal has come to the rescue many times. And so they're working on a contract with the town of Swansea to help them out and kind of pull them out of that. The fiscal year 25 growth running at 3.16% on the water side, and that's pretty much on track, a little bit lower than the previous year. But that was it for that. And next up is BL Chamber of Commerce. BL Chamber of Commerce President, Mr. Mike Taylor. Mr. Mike, thank you for being here tonight. I know your back's giving you some trouble, so I really appreciate you being here on a cold night.
Thank you, sir. I'll try to stand around. That's the reason I'm standing. I'm going to sit down.
Good.
Steaming Barrel Mercantile, 147 North Oak Street, hosts a joint business after hours for Batesburg Business Association, Leesville Merchants Association, and the Chamber. It's on Thursday evening from 6 to 8. Cal Forrest and his staff certainly provided a unique experience that evening. There's been a lot of chili cook-offs in Batesburg-Leesville, but I don't think that there's ever been one that had bison, ostrich, elk, venison, kangaroo, and camel in it, okay?
Sounds like
So
the
that
circus
was
came to town, and
We had venison brisket and ostrich medallions. It was an interesting evening. It was a great opportunity for everybody to have a good opportunity to network. Chamber provided a ribbon cutting earlier that day during the grand opening of Palmetto Shirt Company, which is located at 9327 Columbia Highway. Owner Rusty Cost moved his company from Columbia to that location, which is the old Dollar General out there at the traffic circle. It's about 10,000 square feet. It has like 20 employees, and during the tour, I thought it was interesting that they can produce 450 design T-shirts an hour. That's putting it out there. Batesburg-Leesville Chamber Annual Banquet will be Thursday evening, November 20th at 10S Farm, beginning at 7. The banquet this year is changed a little bit. It will be less formal and hopefully more fun. And we'll have the same great food and presentations awarded to be held. This was done different in a different format. The event is open to the public and tickets are available at the Chamber of Commerce. Batesburg-Leesville Ministerial Alliance will host a Thanksgiving community service on Sunday, November 23rd at the Leesville Methodist Church beginning at 6 p.m. Several ministers will be involved in the service, but the Leesville Methodist Church's new pastor, Drew Martin, will deliver the sermon, and light refreshments will be after the service. The chamber will have a ribbon cutting during the grand reopening of Darling Piggytail's Children's Boutique, located 126 North Oak Street, Batesburg-Leesville District, on Saturday, December the 6th. And then on Sunday, December the 7th, we have the Christmas parade beginning at 5:15. Theme this year is Peace on Earth, and the parade will begin at the corner of Christ Community Church, turn down Highway 1, go to Main Street, take a left, go all the way to the end of the street and at Leesville College Park. As also, at this time of year, Leesville Merchant Association will host Christmas in Leesville on Friday, December 5th from 6 to 8. They will have hot chocolate. They normally have s'mores. I haven't verified that yet. Caroling, gingerbread house contest, and of course, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is going to be busy this time with the parade and that. And then on the 14th, the Batesburg Business Association will hold Christmas in Batesburg on Sunday, December 14th. From 4 to 6, they will have hot chocolate. 4 to 8, sorry about that. They will have hot chocolate, arts and crafts for the children, entertainment, and Santa Claus. And they will also have an opportunity, it will be ticketed, but they have carriage rides that evening too.
Be awesome.
If I may, this is the last chance I'll be before some of you. On behalf of the Chamber of Commerce and the Board of Directors, thank you so much for your service to this community and your willingness to do so. I hope you have a blessed holiday season and Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. Thank you. Do you have any public comments this evening? All right, seeing none, we're moving into unfinished business. Item A is a second reading for annex property at 408 Town Pond Road, TMS number 007100-06-023, consisting of 2.0 acres and to be zoned R1, single-family residential. Do I have a motion to adopt second reading?
So moved.
Mr. Hall, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wise, any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes, motion carries. Item B is a second reading to rezone property at 3 parcels of property located at 450, 452 Duncan Street in Saluda County, TMS number 183-11-03-008, from R1 Single Family Residential to R1A Single Family and Manufactured Housing Residential, Saluda County TMS number 183-10-02-018 and 183-10-02-019, and 183-11-03-008. Do I have a motion to adopt second reading of this?
So
ordinance?
moved.
Ms. Hartley, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Prowse? Any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
5, 6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes, motion carries. Item C is the second reading and update the business license ordinance. Do I have a motion to adopt that as presented in your packet?
So moved.
Mr. Prowse, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wise, any discussion?
Jay, is this mandated by,
Mr. Kane?
by the state?
That is correct.
Okay.
Again, this is second reading for the update of the business license ordinance. District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes, motion carries. Next item up is first reading to annex property located on Line Street. This is Lexington County TMS number 005900-08-005. Saluda County TMS number 183-09-01-03 and TMS number 183-09-01-004, consisting of 20.5 acres and to be zoned R1 Single Family Residential. I have a motion to adopt first reading of this.
So moved.
Mr. Prowse, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hall, any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Bucknight?
this is going to be split up. This is first reading, and this will split up over 2 councils. I don't think that that's appropriate. I think it needs to be all the council, and therefore I'd like to make a motion to table this until the next meeting.
Well, we got a motion and a second on the floor.
You got a motion on second on the floor. They would have to withdraw that motion.
Mr. Hall, do you withdraw?
Yes.
Mr. Hall withdraws. Mr. Prowse, do you withdraw?
I will withdraw, yes, sir.
Yeah, and so I have a motion by Mr. Bucknight for a table. The second,
Second.
Mr. Kane. Any discussion? Any further discussion? This is a motion on the table. Okay. District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes. Motion carries. Council approval of a contractor to perform automated meter infrastructure project and financing. Let me get to staff recommendation. So council approval is needed to hire a contractor to complete work as described below in our packet. This includes residential and commercial meter replacements in System 1 and System 2. That'd be the entire town and out in Harbor Watch. Let's see, so this would upgrade the entire water meter system to advanced metering infrastructure capabilities. These upgrades would include replacement of old, outdated, inaccurate meters with new solid-state, accurate, advanced reading technology with leak detection, antenna and receiver installation, software upgrades, and in September 2025, Town of Batesburg-Leesville posted an RFQ, request for qualification seeking qualified firms to initiate, advise, and implement the project from beginning to end. 3 qualified RFQs were received from Aquatrax, GRP Wegman, and the Spiegler, it's German, I should know this, group. The chosen firm will help bring an advanced meter infrastructure system that will optimize the metering facilities. So staff's recommendation is that council selected GRP Wegman to perform the above described work at an estimated price of $2,792,318, with staff to bring forth the funding options at the December 2025 council meeting.
Mr.
Do
Mayor.
I have any, Mr. Hall?
Mayor, if I may, this also has a situation of where this council will be asked to approve a vendor on an RFP, not an RFQ. We say we have 3 proposals, but the dollar value of the other 2 are not included in our packet. But we're going to be asked to approve $2.7 million. Essentially, that's what we're doing when we select a vendor. Yet the next council will be asked to find decide which method of financing. So therefore, I move that we table this for the next meeting for the council and hold a work session on the issue before that meeting.
So I have a motion to table by Mr. Hall.
Second.
I have a second by Ms. Hartley. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Prowse?
just one question for Mr. Hendricks. Is there any restriction on time that would cause a problem for the town if we weren't to adopt this now?
We do have a representative from GRP Wegman. Philip, I don't think, is there a time? I know we were looking at the financing for next month. Philip, if you, yeah.
The answer is no. There wouldn't be a problem with delay till December the 8th. Typically, when you hear problems, it's like we're trying to hold prices on materials or subcontractors and things of that nature. And it is a bit turbulent in that there's always these issues around supply chain management. There's issues around tariffs, and there's issues around bringing materials in. In this case, I can assure you that the price that we provided this town and this council, the 2.7, will still exist in its entirety without change between now and December 8th.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Will there be a problem holding a work session to actually go over the project with the incoming council?
There would absolutely be no problem with me. I'd be honored with the ability
All
to
right.
come join your work session,
All right.
describing in detail that project itself, entertain as many questions as you may have. It's obviously a big decision on the part of this town. I think you'll be very happy with what the outcome will be. I think you'll be delighted, actually. But no, I would avail myself and our company to conduct a workshop and give you as much time to ask as many questions as you would like.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All right, thank you. Again, this is a motion to table. District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
4 yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes no, but motion carries. First reading ordinance to sell property located on North Pine Street. This is TMS number 007021-01-004. And let me grab this because there's a number here. Hold on one second. So there were 2 bids. This is the vacant lot on North Pine Street. It was a closed bid. 2 bids were opened during the bid opening. Veritas Health Group at $35,250 and Kendall Leapart for $30,552. Staff's recommending that council approve the sale of the vacant lot on North Pine Street with closing costs to be paid out of the sale price. Do I have a motion to sell the property? Again, this is an ordinance, motion to sell the property. The highest bidder was Veritas Health Group for $35,250.
So moved.
Mr. Kane, is that a second?
Second.
Ms. Hartley, any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Hall?
if I may, Mr. Hendricks, these funds will be shown in our financial statements as special revenue.
So there is a line item for sale of property. I would think it would go in there. as opposed
Surplus
to-
property?
Yeah.
All right, and the expenses will be shown. Trying to track financials, if I may.
Probably be a non-departmental miscellaneous expense if I
Will
was
there be any expenses beyond?
closing.
I noted that that the BBA or professional business spent $10,000 to pave the lot. Was that just a note, or was that a obligation of the town to refund said funds?
Again, this ordinance is just for the sale of the property.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
Has a bearing.
Yeah, that's fine. You can, Mr. Hall, if you have a question, feel free to ask the question. I was just letting you know that, any amount that the BBA is talking about is not included in this ordinance.
It's the Women's Society, and there is no,
Women's Society.
it's up to the council to decide that. There is no obligation that is committed.
Thank you.
And
Any other discussion?
BBA? Okay, all right, I stand corrected. It is BBA. There would be 2 readings as this is an ordinance, just for clarity.
Yeah, so this is first reading, ordinance to sell the property at North Pine Street. Any other discussion? District 1?
No.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
No.
District 8?
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. Motion carries.
Point of clarity.
That's-
I don't believe it was specified. We were assuming the high bid, Veritas was that the motion?
I think,
It was just to sell the property was, I think, how the motion was framed.
the way I stated it was to Veritas Health Group.
Okay,
for
we just wanted to
$35,250.
clarify. We had a
Yep,
little confusion.
The highest bidder.
I had a little confusion.
No, it's okay. And item 105 is a resolution in support of the LWCF grant through South Carolina Parks and Recreation Department. Staff is recommending that the council approve a resolution supporting the town's Land and Water Conservation Fund grant application up to $1 million. Basically, council approval is needed for a resolution supporting that the town's Land and Water Conservation Fund grant application. This maximum award in 2026 would be up to $1 million. Jay, is there anything you would like to say on this before I ask for a motion and discussion?
Just for clarity, it was in the white paper, but this does essentially lock this property into a park for perpetuity. So it is, I don't see us changing that anytime soon. The parcel does not include the depot that is cut out, so the parcel is only including the playground area, the restrooms, and that parking lot that is shown in the image on the screen.
So this would be the upgrade to the park on the Batesburg Park located at 410 Wilson Street.
Correct.
Do I have a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Mr. Proust, have a second?
Second.
Mr. Balknight, any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
District 3 votes yes.
4,
Oh, yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes,
and Mayor votes yes. All right, motion carries. And project update for rerouting of Francis Street, Lexington County, Councilman Larry Brigham and Public Works Director Brent Hyatt. Council has been asked by Lexington County Councilman Larry Brigham to weigh in on the rerouting of Francis Street near East Church Street. And I'll just kind of read this discussion from the white paper. As part of the Creekside residential development, it's been proposed to close the portion of Francis Street near East Church Street. So this approximately 750 feet section of dirt road would be rerouted onto a new paved road, Southern Fox Lane, which will terminate on East Church Street, approximately 750 feet east of the current terminus. The developer has previously discussed this with DOT, and they are supportive of the move as it will remove a dangerous intersection with bad sight lines and replace it with a typical T intersection with a 90-degree intersection. And at the request of Councilman Brigham, I consulted, Jay has consulted with the police and fire departments, with Police Chief Amick out for medical leave. Assistant Chief Bognight stated that there were no objections from the police department. Chief Fry also replied that there would be no negative impact on fire services. Following page in our packet shows a color map from Lexington County GIS with areas noted for the change. And additionally, there's a sketch plan of the section of Creekside Ridge that was approved by the Planning Commission earlier this year. I think it was included in a separate email showing the section of Francis Street to be abandoned and the new road. Councilman Larry Brigham is here if anyone has any questions. So that's the project update. Anything you want to add to that, Jay? Is there any, there's no action that's needed. Do you want Larry to present?
Is there anything from the county that y'all wanted to address?
Kind of talk about?
I mean,
Larry, if you
y'all
come
came
up-
out here on a cold.
Yeah,
Monday
come
night,
on
so
up here,
Go ahead and
just
step
in
on
case-
up. And
Okay.
Brent's getting ready to leave. He's moving away, so.
Questions that are too much information that I don't have, so if you have questions, direct them to him. But I just wanted to make sure that the town council was aware, since this is a county road, that we're making you aware of what's happening. It's only 750, 760 feet, something like that. There are owners on both sides that are agreeable to it, so we'll just take it out of the county maintained roads, which we gladly do, and give it over. And it looks like the fire service and the EMS is fine with it. All the other school systems fine with it, so I think we're good, but you may have some questions, or Mr. Hall might have some. So I'll have Brent step up and answer those questions.
Any questions from council?
if I may.
Mr. Hall?
All right, now, my understanding, of course, obviously, the county will not make this decision. A judge will make this decision. But you're with the county
I'm
Public
Brent
Works.
Hyatt. I'm the Director of Public Works for Lexington County.
Good to meet you, sir.
Yep, thank you for having us here. So Francis Street's been petitioned for closing. County Council has not taken action yet. We don't do that until we've gotten feedback from all the public safety officials and the municipalities if it's incorporated. So County Council has not taken any action yet. And it would be closed by court order. And one thing that would be resolved in that court order process would be any easements preserved for utilities that the town may have there. We would make sure all that is resolved as part of the process.
Now, the normal process is to deed the property equally to the right-of-way, to the landowners, and you have sign-off on all four landowners that are involved.
That's right.
Mr. Kennedy has signed off.
To my knowledge, that's what we've been informed, yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, that'll have to be resolved as part of the whole process, too.
Okay.
But
My
typically-
issue is congestion on the Church Street corridor, and the fact that even though we're moving it 750 feet east, we still have an issue with congestion in that area. My question is, of course, the normal process is to deed the property to the landowners. I have no problem with that from East Church Street to the Wiley development property. All right, that's a given. JB, Brent, Shealy, give them the property. But from the Wiley property line down to Bar Street, is there a possibility to close that and county retain ownership of the land for a given period in the event that congestion does materialize and we have another option?
The only portion that's been discussed for a legal closure is between East Church Street and this new proposed Southern Fox Lane. The rest of it is going to remain a publicly maintained, open county road.
Are you're telling me that from Wiley to Bar Street is going to remain open?
Correct.
Okay, that's, all right.
And did you
Thank-
say, excuse me, did
Ms.
you
Hartley?
say that the county would maintain that, that's left on this side where
Everything that-
Bar and Chesterfield?
Yeah, I mean, it would take a court order to remove it from our maintenance. So yes, everything that is not legally closed, we would continue to maintain.
Because there is a drainage issue over there at the foot of Francis before coming out of Chesterfield. There's
Okay.
definitely a problem there with drainage, and when it rains, the residents can barely get in and out of there. So if they're going to close it, then would this negate the possibility of ever getting that area paved to prevent the problem that they're having now with the residents going in and out, exit egress?
It would not have any impact whatsoever on whether or not the remainder of Francis Street gets paved. It would not impact any decision by that.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Any other thoughts, questions?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, for being here this evening. Really appreciate your time. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Hendricks for the acceptance of the results from the November 4th, 2025 election.
Okay, so we have on the board the results from the council election. So again, mayor election, this information, the graphics on the board came from sevotes.gov. Again, David Baltnight, 481, Steve Kane, 334, Greg Mosley, 210, and Larry McConaughey, 116, with one write-in. So that does result in a runoff, which will be on Tuesday, the 18th. So next Tuesday will be the runoff for the mayor position. And for Council District 1, again, this is from sevotes.gov. This is a combined of Lexington and Saluda counties. Those were consolidated on the SE Votes. That was Bo Turner with 98 votes. Troy Teague was second with 25, and there were also 9 write-ins. For District 5, Kathy Cade Knox. You've only, how long have you been Knox? With 52 votes, Sheba Williams with 46, and then 1 write-in. And then the 2 that were all Lexington County, this is from their Lexington, the official results. For District 3, Steve Kane with 76, Tyler List with 33. And then in District 7, Joe Montgomery with 115, Natalie Gary with 42, and then 3 write-ins. So these have been certified by Lexington and Saluda County. Is there any questions about that? Again, the runoff for the mayor will be Tuesday, the 18th, so next Tuesday. And just while we're on it, since we have 2 seated council members that are in the runoff, the special election to fill that spot will be February 17th, 2026. So just giving you a little advance notice.
All right, thank you. Do I have a motion to accept the results from the November 4th, 2025 election?
No, we get paid.
So moved.
Mr. Prouse, have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hall. Any discussion? District 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
Dave, can we vote on this?
3,
Hold on a second.
You're just accepting.
we're accepting.
You're voting on, you can accept the results.
we have a financial interest. I'm just saying, I think, well, I'm recusing.
It's an acceptance of the results of the election.
Mr. Councilman, if you feel like you need to recuse, you can state on the record why and recuse.
So I'm going to recuse because the results of the election also results in us getting paid. So it can be construed as us enriching ourselves. So out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to go ahead and recuse.
District 4,
I don't know what I'm voting for. I forgot.
this is for the acceptance of the results.
Yes, 4
Yeah.
yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
and Mayor votes yes. Motion carries. Which brings us to item G, recognition of outgoing council members. Mr. Hendricks.
All right, so I would ask District 1 Barbara Brown and District 7 Jason Prowse to come forward.
All right, so Barbara has been with us for 4 years. She served from November 21st to 2021 to 2025. So Barbara chose not to run this year, and we certainly wish her the best and thank her for her service. And I know we're gonna break that camera right there. We're gonna give it
There's
over.
over, give or take, I don't need that. Give or take 5,000 people in this town. And only maybe 900 voted. That's bad. That's bad. Won't point fingers. That's not nice. There's some of
That'd be
here
bad,
on
too.
this council that think they know it all, and they got to override what anybody says. That's BS. That's not right. You vote the way you want to vote. And then there's some up here on this council that will not vote for what's good for the town. Because they didn't think about it. That's BS. The other ones, they're questionable. No. I've enjoyed working with everybody. I really have.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
All right, then, our second one tonight is Jason Prowse. Jason has served 2 terms with us since 2017 to tonight. Jason also elected not to run, and we certainly wish him the best and thank him for his service. And we can break his camera as well. Unfortunately, Jason is skinny and a little bit taller than I am. That doesn't help. Doesn't help my topic. Would you like to say for us? No, I'm good.
And that brings us to item H, which is swearing in of council members from the November 4th, 2025 election by our Municipal Judge Michael Emmer.
You will be missed.
While the judge gets his robe on, we're going to go one at a time. So District 1, and we'll come forward.
She's not District 1.
All right.
Oh, it's just,
You get it right. You get it right.
I'll have it down pat by now. And whoever wishes to come up, somebody can hold the Bible, give other things.
That's our judge.
If you would raise your right hand. Repeat after me.
Mr.
I
Turner.
do solemnly swear
Barbers.
that I am duly qualified, according to the Constitution of this state, to exercise the duties of the office to which I have been elected, and that I will, to the best of my ability, discharge the duties thereof and preserve protect, and defend the Constitution
protect, and defend the Constitution
of this state and of the United States.
of the state and the United States.
As town council member of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
As town council member of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
I will equally, fairly, and impartially,
I will equally, fairly, and impartially,
to the best of my ability and skill,
to the best of my ability and skill,
exercise the trust reposed in me,
exercise the trust reposed in me,
and I will use my best endeavors
and I will use my best endeavors
to preserve the peace and carry into effect according to law
to preserve the peace and carry into effect of law
the purpose for which I have been elected.
the purpose which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay. Mr. Turner, take your seat.
Right here. Come on, it's clean.
You get a photo? Take your seat. We'll give him back to you at the end of the meeting, we promise.
We'll get a picture.
You got to say pledge of allegiance like I do.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. See you, Miss Barber. See you, Miss Brown.
So District 3, Councilman Kane, he submitted his oath in writing. So District 5, Kathy, and your crew, whoever would like to have it with you. Everybody's there.
What's wrong, Michael?
You want me to? Make sure she's visible, or more visible. Put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right, please. Yep, raise your right.
They should swap to the camera.
Repeat
There
after
we go.
me.
They're all praying over you right now,
Yep.
telling you.
If we would give our attention, please, everyone.
Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified,
that I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of the office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
of this state and of the United States.
of this state and of the United States.
As town council member
As town council member
of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
I will equally, fairly, and impartially,
I will equally,
fairly,
fairly,
and
and impartially,
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and skill,
and skill,
exercise the trust
exercise the trust
reposed in me,
reposed in me,
and I will use my best endeavors
and I will use my best endeavors
to preserve the peace
to preserve the peace
and carry into effect,
and carry into effect,
according to the law,
according to the law,
the purpose for which I have been elected.
the purpose for which I've been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you. In the name of
Ms. Knox, take your seat. Yeah, we're ready for you up here, ma'am.
I'm not sure.
Come on, sit down. There you go. All right. Mr. Hendricks?
For District 7, we have Jim Montgomery.
All right, repeat after me, please. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified,
that I'm duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of this office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and that I will,
and I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve,
and preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
of this state and the United States.
of this state and the United States.
As town council member
As town council member
of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
of the town of Batesburg-Leesville,
I will equally,
I will equally,
fairly,
fairly,
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability and skill,
to the best of my ability and skill,
exercise the trust
exercise the trust
reposed in me,
proposed in me,
and I will use my best endeavors
and I will use my best endeavors
to preserve the peace
to preserve the peace
and carry into effect,
and carry into effect,
according to the law,
according to the law,
the purpose for which I have been elected.
for the purpose of which I was elected.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you, sir.
All right. Welcome, Mr. Montgomery. Thank you, Jason. And that brings us to our next item, which is the manager's report. Update from our manager, Jay Hendricks. Sir, if you would.
All righty. So it's tough to follow that one, but we're going to give it a shot. So I do want to bring up a young man from the Leesville district. Braden McCormick is here tonight. He is working on his Eagle Scout project, and we've kind of gone over a little project of in the Leesville College Park. So I'm going to bring Braden forward just to give you a 30 to 60 second.
All right. Thank you. Welcome, young man.
Hey, thank y'all for letting me come and speak today. So I've been thinking about doing this for a little over, I think, a year at this point. So I want to plant some trees over at the college park just to give the section of no trees some shade because it gets very hot in the summer. And I just think planting some trees there, which we've been approved to do, would be really nice and help the community. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So,
Appreciate that. Thank you.
And so these trees are part of the trees that were received through the Palmetto Pride grant we recently received. They will be planted down the side along Bernard Street, still leaving the large grassy space open for events. But it should be a nice addition in the next 10, 20 years. So, my grandson Baker will enjoy playing in the shade. And just a few updates. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so Town Hall will be closed. Town offices are closed tomorrow. We also have Thanksgiving holidays coming up on the 27th and 28th. And then just for the heck of it, Christmas will be celebrated the 24th through the 26th. So, and as I mentioned earlier, we will have the special election to fill either District 2 or District 3 on February 17th, 2026. And the special election or the runoff for mayor is next Tuesday. Also, not so much a town event. We will have police presence just to assist with traffic. But Hitachi Rail and Wittenberg Lutheran Church's food pantry are again partnering on the Fill the Fridge project. That is going to be on Saturday, the 22nd, at Wittenberg on North Lee Street. So the police department is going to be assisting with traffic. Last year, I stood in the intersection for a few hours directing traffic myself, and this year we're going to be a little bit better prepared, so Jay will not be the traffic director. We'll have actual law enforcement officers. I did have a vest on. And so that will be beginning, I believe, at 9 a.m. on the 22nd. And I would encourage people to get there early. Don't wait till late because supplies did run out last year. Another couple of updates. Again, I mentioned the work session on the 24th. I believe that we will go ahead and do a special council meeting on the 24th to swear in the new mayor and allow Lancer to not have to sit through a work session about new council members. And so that will be on the 24th at 7 p.m. Perhaps we can get Philip and GRP Wegman to come and also present at that time. We'll have Rob Wolf with us. He's the field service rep for MASC, and we'll be mainly working on the new council member training. Just as a reminder, especially for the new council members and for some of you older ones, we do need to maintain our planning commission and board of zoning appeals. So the new members, you certainly have to come up with somebody. We'll talk about that on the 24th about what those duties are. And if you do not have somebody primarily on the BZOA and you're already seated, please think of a good volunteer. That one is not both of those jobs are kind of thankless, and I'm sure Laurel and Rachel behind me would agree. Again, a couple of town events. Halloween on Main was a big success. We didn't have any reported problems. The numbers were a little bit down. We do think that was kind of in part due to football against Saluda that night. But everything went well. Had plenty of law enforcement on hand to assist with traffic, so no incidents. And event staff is also working on a post-parade event for December the 7th following the parade. Again, rotating the direction of the parade. So this year, it will end at Leesville College Park. They're working with a few acts, dance, singing, all the good stuff. Also working on hot chocolate and cookies. So come and get that, and hopefully it'll be a beautiful night at Leesville College Park. Mike also had mentioned Christmas in Leesville on December the 5th and Christmas in Batesburg on December 14th. I'm sure we'll have our light trailers there to assist, but it's primarily those are LMA and BBA events. Project updates, ribbon cutting was last Thursday for the water projects. Thank you to those who were able to attend. It was a great day.
It was awesome.
The water isn't quite on yet, but we're there. It's just a matter of getting a couple permits, and Joint Municipal's got to find a couple of leaks, but the mayor was able to cut the ribbon, and that will bring to a close the DHEC consent order that has lingered over the town for about 12 years now. So we will have that in place very, very soon with water coming from Joint Municipal, and then we'll work towards decommissioning our water plant. And next item is the park restrooms. They're progressing nicely. Roofing and interior walls were completed recently, and painting should begin very soon. Again, the exterior painting at Wilson Depot Park will match the train depot, which will also get repainted, which was approved last month. They're on track to finish those projects in mid-December. I asked about the possibility of having Leesville College Park done and open by December the 7th when we have our event in the park. They're going to shoot for that. No promises. That's 4 weeks away. Jamie Kendrick will be in town Wednesday to discuss some Safe Streets for All grant stuff. We're going to be looking at some sites. We're anticipating a work session with council in early spring to cover various ideas and potential projects and to get council's direction and input. Also spoke with Gregory Sprouse from Central Midlands. They have the first 7 sections of the comprehensive plan ready to be reviewed, and I'm asking for him to go ahead and send that to us so the Planning Commission and Council can look at those. There are 10 sections to the comprehensive plan. Some bad news, Eau Claire Cooperative Health land swap is now paused. I had that in your your weekly report last week. Their attorney reached out to David last week and advised that they were having funding problems, much as we kind of suspected from executive session, and that they have paused and they're not moving forward at this time as they seek other funding sources. The agreement was never signed by Eau Claire, so it was never executed. So we will address that in the near future. Arbor Day grant, that is another tree grant separate from the one I mentioned earlier with Palmetto Pride. The Arbor Day grant, that will be completed in the first week of December. There is a flyer. There are some flyers, I believe, on your dais. We've got some information on the on Facebook and on the website. We also have flyers go out in the water bills. You need to sign up to get these trees by the 17th. So there's a link on the flyer. You go on there, you fill out a little bit of information, ask for how many trees you want, put your information in. And you just have to attend that short session with the arborist, and you can get up to 3 trees per resident. Businesses are also available, so there are 5 sessions between December the 3rd and the 6th. So please go sign up. It's open for everybody. Yeah.
Jay, are there any fruit trees, or are they just shade trees?
I believe they are more just shade trees. I don't think there's fruit trees. I have not seen the final list. The list that we got from Palmetto Pride was red maples, there was sawtooth oak, dogwoods, originally crepe myrtles, but we weren't able to get those. So I anticipated it to be similar to that.
Okay.
But again, that was response to Hurricane Helene taking out so many trees in town. And then one last item outside is the new support truck from the fire department. I realize it's a little chilly outside, but if you want to take a quick look at it, the lights are on just so that to demonstrate. Again, this was a CDBG grant that was approved March 31st, and it was just placed into service, so it has it's now got breathing air on it, it's got emergency lighting, and it replaces the 1989 Coke truck that we had purchased in 1999. So we got 26 years out of an old used-up Coke truck. And that will also complement the ladder truck that was purchased through the Forestry Commission. And just to run through those financials, general fund checking, as is usual this time of year, it's dropping some until the taxes start to come in first of the year. Balance for the general fund checking account is $388,433.54. We also have $880,823.90 in the general fund LGIP account. That's our investment, local government investment pool. The utility checking account is at $114,909.88 with $3,563,623.46 in the local government investment pool for utility. Victims assistance has a balance of $27,247.41. Fire department 1% account has $42,723.24. Police department donations is $14,948.57. Donations are what they are, that's just donations that come into the police department. And then that 1% account for the new people is 1% of your property insurance, your fire insurance, is remitted to the fire department for some limited uses. That's outside of budget money. Then capital improvement and impact fee balance is $865,574.55. Municipal court has a balance of $65,715.10. Our hospitality balance is $260,190.38 with $972,598.97 in the local government investment pool for HTAX. Just to give you a couple of other numbers to kind of tie into that, park restrooms, the original approval was with a contingency was $1,148,643. We've paid out $809,000 and change. We have a balance of $338,957 to pay on or up to that amount. That includes contingency, so I don't anticipate that full amount. But a balance of $338,957. Pine Street parking, there's still a balance of $25,295 on that. Again, there are still a few small items there, mainly trees, to be put in. And we are working on a grant for the EV charging station to go in there. That grant is due December the 1st. And then, so that's the HTAX stuff right there. Does anybody have any questions?
If I may.
Mr. Hall?
I can't let you get away from it.
Sure.
The last payment on Pine Street has not been made?
No, sir. And like I said, we still have $25,000 and change balance. Again, they will be coming back anytime to do those tree plantings.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. We have no executive session this evening. Brings us to item 13, potential agenda items for next month's meeting. Do I have any motions? Seeing, hearing none. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Mr. Hall, and I have a second by Mr. Balknight. Any discussion? District 1. Yes. 2.
Yes.
3.
Yes.
4.
Yes.
5.
Yes.
6.
Yes.
7. 8.
Yes.
And Mayor votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Very good.